You set up Wobble? Are you gonna have to use like Dr. McDonald's streaming key?
No, we'll just move to his channel, I assume.
I bet Wobble's channel has an awful name.
It's twitch.tv/Wobble.
Awful name.
Let me just tell everyone on the stream.
I'm taking over.
You can probably, okay, I was gonna say I can probably take off my priority speaker now then. Are we ready, Wobble?
I'm ready when you are.
2 seconds. I'll stop my stream.
I'm gonna say ready to them because they're getting a bit agitated, I think.
Can you tell them that we're just switching the thing?
Yeah, I did.
Are we live now? What ball? I'll stop my stream.
We are live right now. We have been live for a while, actually.
Excellent. Welcome to the new and improved stream, because Whatball finally decided to pull his finger out of his ass and offer to stream. Apologies for the poor stream quality. In my defence, I don't give a shit. I don't know how to stream. I only stream to Region Wars because no one else would do it. So there you go.
We are.
Hopefully,
live right
was
now.
it watchable? Whatball? Did people know
actually.
what went on, or did people could they not even see it?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty watchable. Yeah.
See, that's high praise from Whatball. Watchable.
So saying censor it when there's no flag characters. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
That means that there's like they implemented that you can center the spectating view right now, so you see the whole map.
oh, cool.
That was a pain in the ass to do. I was like trying to commentate as well, and zoom out and then center. Is that what they were saying?
I'm being told to speak up. Let me configure my settings.
Screw you, Leroy. We don't care about you. Okay, predictions, guys.
Wait, am I loud now?
2, 1.
No, I think you're quieter. Okay, guys, we're off in the second half. Guys, on the stream, any predictions? I mean, we've got 5-1 to BSG. How many of you think that we can get back, that Ballern Munich can get back into it? How many of you think that BSG going to take this one home? Don't think there's any substitutions from any teams here. Everyone's sticking with the same lineups. Panda, are you there now?
I'm here.
You're quieter than you were before.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing, you buffoon?
I've set my sound to be 200%.
Well, I don't know, but Neil's coming in here, but Fording gets a return. And Mike C is away in the meantime. Oh, he gets past steel balls and evil. That's brilliant by Mike C. The boost gets the back wall. Coral is boosted out of the way by Baz. Early cap for BSG. And surely there is no way back for Ballern Munich. We've got 9 minutes to go. And I sense a long 9 minutes for Ballern Munich. Clearly the price they pay for not picking me. Anyway, Nerolla's away in the meantime along the bottom, but Devo gets a return. Panda, were you there for that cap?
I was watching it. I've tried to put my sound back to normal now. I couldn't help but think you were saying it's fair punishment for not picking you. We don't even talk about our scores on this map.
I'm blaming defender for that one. So that's BSG with a 5 cap lead overall. I think the first half was 5-1 and now 1-0. And that's, I mean, how difficult is it, Panda, when you're trying to rejuvenise your team at half time for a comeback and then you go 1-0 down within the first minute?
I think it is tough, but if you've got people that are going to scream and shout and get you G'd up again, that can work as well. So, although you can imagine what the evil is like right now in that channel.
What do you think Coral will be like? I mean, Coral obviously often watching from the sidelines last year and not so much on the game channel. Early on, he did play and you played with him. What was he like when the shit hit the fan last year?
Coral doesn't really get angry as much as he gets angry at himself. And that can, I know I do that as well. You've played with me a bunch. I can get myself down. But it's sometimes a little bit demoralising to hear your captain getting himself down. And
Yes, I concur. Sorry, in jokes there. Mike C doing very well here. Very impressive. Signed up to the ELTP about the same time as me last season, and unfortunately doing a lot fucking better than me. Brilliant play. He's impressed me a lot so far. Even goes to that grab, but Baz gets the easy return. Coral grabs in the meantime. Over the other side, Nero is away. He's ahead of 2 and Fording ahead of him. The flag's return in the meantime. Nero should come in for a cap here, and then still Devil can make it, but no. And that's 2-0 to BSG in this half, giving them a 6 cap lead overall. Very clean, very slick from BSG. Panda, you keep saying that people can get back, but anyway back.
I think you're getting the score wrong a little bit as well. They did have a cap, didn't they? They had 1 cap. Corhal got a boost across the top.
Oh yeah, so they were up by 4, so they're up by 6. Yes, I see. My bad.
That's 7-1.
Yeah. Anyway back.
Cool. It could happen, but I'm not seeing it right now. I think.
As Nero boosts across the bottom, and that sends another cap coming in here. Unless Fording can line this spike up. Fording boosts in, looking for the return, ends up grabbing the flag and stopping Nero capping. But Nero rolls over that button brilliantly to get the return, and he's stayed away from Coral. There's pixels in it, but Coral finally gets the return. But Mike C waiting over there for that re-grab, gets around Fording, but gets into a spike. Got his boost angles all wrong there.
I'm starting to think. Maybe Steel Balls and Fording aren't quite as defensively strong enough to hold back Mike C and Nerol.
Mike C currently shouldn't get away, and Steel Balls gets the return before he gets away. Everyone battling for power-ups at the minute, and that's what Ballern Munich are going to need. They're going to need a lot here. They're going to need a lot of tag pros quickly. The Evil gets a rolling bomb. He's got Coral with him, who's got a tag pro. This could be good. The Evil grabs his rolling bomb's neutralized. Coral has got the button for him. He chooses not to use it, the Evil. Coral boosts into him, but manages to take someone out and spikes himself in the process. So Devil got a lot to do here. Got new comps to beat. Fording's got a tag pro as well and takes out one of the BSG players, but the Evil just rolls into new comps, and they'll be disappointed there. With 2 tag pros, you really should be capping in that position. Shouldn't you, Panda?
I think yes and no. Corhal wasn't using it very well, and I think Fording could have been a little bit more aggressive with it, but you can't always expect a cap with 2 tag pros.
What about 3 tag pros?
I think with 3 tag pros, unless you're, I don't know, yeah, 3 tag pros, there's no excuse for it if you don't cap.
It's 2 you're allowed to fuck up, 3 it's all over.
A rolling bomb and a tag pro combo can sometimes be more effective than two tag pros as well.
We've got Fording and Coral both battling at the bottoms. Nero picks up a rolling bomb. I think all 3 are rolling bombs there, and all 3 were neutralised immediately with this new build. That was brilliant. I could watch all 3 power battles there. That was nice. The Evil is returned by Baz. Brilliant boost spike. Take a quick look at the spats. Baz again at the top. 11 returns. I mean, obviously, this is a game where if you work the button a lot, it doesn't really help your stats too much. But Newcomp's showing that he knows what's good for the team there. Working that button brilliantly. Baz getting the returns quite comfortably there. And we've got 4 minutes 20 left in this game. And I think it's less of a question of who's going to win, but just how much BSG are going to win by at this point. Can the Evil Coral get their team some pride, get their team back in it? Or
I think Corhal and the Evil are playing separately right now. They need to play as a unit.
Mike C grabs in the meantime, but Steel Balls and Foddy should have him contained. It'd be impressive if he got away. And this game seems to be dwindling down. Now it's with too much to play for, just hanging on. Lots of flaccid grabs and returns, and no one really managing to get away. Both teams well drilled, like we said. It seems that after the early flurry that everything's calmed down a little bit. The Evil trying to battle with Baz for that grab. Coral seems to be trying to get the button for new comps, but doesn't manage it. Mike C has got 3 to beat here, but he's keeping away from Steel Balls. The Evil goes to the boost return, doesn't get it, but Steel Balls gets a routine return. And I think we're dwindling into the end of a quiet game. I don't think there's going to be any dramatics, which is going to be good for my voice, I've got to say. Don't need to get overexcited today.
Personally, I'm hoping for a couple more caps for BSG, so that puts a cap difference down for Ballern Munich.
So we're not bottom. Coral's grabbed in the meantime. Newcomb gets the return. Nero waiting for his offensive partner, I think, or is he going for that power up? He boosts down to the bottom. He's battling with Ford, and Mike C and Coral battle in the middle for the power up, and the Evil and Baz battling over the left. Mike C picks up a tag pro. Nero gets a rolling bomb disabled. The Evil's got a rolling bomb as well. Mike C is coming through to clear them. Nero grabs. Ford gets a brilliant boost return. Nero was away with the flag. Mikesy had the tag pro who's going to just try and follow him through the crowd. But Fordin got a brilliant boost return. Mikesy being forced to grab with that tag pro as it runs out. Steel Balls and Fordin made a lot more solid this game. Steel Ball gets the return after Fordin boosted into him. Bit of encouragement from his defensive partner there.
Baz with 16 returns. Baz, I've been watching Baz a fair bit. He's playing some great no-grab D. I mean, he's holding Deeble off by himself when Deeble's got a tag pro. It's pretty impressive stuff.
Newcomb gets a nice return there at Deeble. Obviously, his stats won't show what contribution he has actually made to his team. Him and Baz absolutely solid at the back, and you can see why I picked him very early. Coral finally, they get the flag away, but Coral goes straight into a spike, and that was poor from the Ballern Munich captain. He'll be disappointed with that. Newcomb hangs in the middle and picks up a tag pro. The Evil should kiss with Mike here. No, he doesn't. He uses the bomb to boost back to the other side. Baz and Newcomb both with tag pros here, and Evil, if he gets returned, might see a Evil nearly kiss, but they managed to avoid it. Newcomb and Baz both closing down the Evil. They should get him here, but they don't. They finally get the return. Mikesy can't get the return though. Can't get the cap as Newcomb and Baz clear up at the back.
There's another example of 2 tag pros, no cap.
Yeah, there you go. We've got a minute 20 left in this game. There's a 6 cap difference in it. And I mean, how do you think Ballern Munich will be feeling right now? I think they'll be quite disappointed.
I think obviously after losing any match you feel disappointed, but I don't think they'll beat themselves up too much. It's the first game of the season. They're playing what I think is personally one of the strongest teams, and a defensive combination that's tried and tested for a whole season. So, you know, it's an adjustment period for every team, isn't it?
And Newcomb, some people raised eyebrows about picking him Nero and then also picking him Mikesy second. I mean, people didn't. It's not that people didn't rate Mikesy, but he was picked quite early, and but seems to have proven that it's worked for Newcomb in this game.
I think Newcomb did fantastically picking up Baz third round. Yeah, Baz was next on our list of defensive players to get if we didn't manage to get you. So
I think you went the wrong way. I'd have picked Baz. But Coral comes in here. Can he get some pride back for his team? Devil's blocking Mikesy out of the way. And Coral gets a consolation cap to finish on a high for Ballern Munich. But as we roll into the last 5 seconds, we'll see that Ballern Munich have been well and truly dominated by this exceptionally well-drilled BSG team, finishing top of the league there. Mike there with the 59 support points. What the hell was he doing? What did he just sit on a button?
It was for everything, I think. He was playing some really nice support. Really nice.
Baz with the 17 returns, fantastic by him, great. And Newcomb probably doesn't deserve to be so low in the line. I think we're going to get some of the captains, some of the players in here. We'll just arrange that if everyone can sit tight for us. So, Panda, what are your thoughts after that game?
I think the better team deserved to win it. I think that Baz was really going off in D. It's going to take Fordin and Steel Balls a bit of time to adjust to playing together. Maybe in the second half, Ballern Munich maybe could have switched it up on O. I don't think Ballis Saint Germain needs to do anything, but I mean right now on the Ballern Munich channel they've got 11 players in there, so they had a lot of options to use. Yeah, that's what I've got to say on that really.
Cool. Because I don't want to leave this room because someone still won't give me any rights for it. So will you go and drag some of these people in here for an interview?
Can you give me the scores real quick so I can put them on the stream?
The first half was 5-1. I think that one was 2-1. Newcomb has joined us. We're just waiting for the Ballern Munich players, captains to come. Sure, the Ego won. Evil won.
First half 5-2?
5-1.
5-1 and second half 2-1.
Yes. See, that's how professional does it, ladies and gentlemen. What ball with the superb stream there. We have been joined by Newcomb and The Evil. If someone could unsuppress them, that would be great. We'll start with The Evil. Commiserations, The Evil. What went wrong for Ballern Munich?
Well, I think basically what went wrong is that we have a lot of new players that we're trying to kind of get into the team, and we're just having a lot of small troubles on all areas like communication in attack, communication in defense, and communication between the offense and defense. But I think, like you saw in the second half, we did a lot better than we did in the first half. But still a lot of small kinks that we haven't really figured out. So I just think, so like last season, me and Coral did play a little bit together, but the last half of the season, Coral barely played at all. So we have some potential to get better in attack together there. And besides that, we don't really have anyone except Steel Balls who didn't play ELTP last season from what we did in season 1. So I think it's just a lot of new players that we don't really have managed to mend together yet.
Newcomb, congratulations. Very well played. Obviously, played Ballern Munich last season twice, in the final and during the league, and narrowly lost both times to them. So how gratifying was it for you to finally get the victory over them?
It's not the same team. I mean, they only kept Cohor and Devil One, and Cohor wasn't playing. In the last
Steel Balls.
Cohor and Devil One, I said, and Steel Balls too, but Steel Balls and Cohor weren't playing last time.
Well, still, it's in the name. I'm trying to build up the rivalries. Come on, the team rivalries, Newcomb. Help me out here. Throw me a lifeline. Come on, Newcomb.
Oh, no. I was...
How do you feel anyway? How do you feel? Brilliant performance by your team.
Yeah, good. I mean, I didn't play well, but Baz carried in defense. And in offense, Mike and Nero are really good together. They have the strategy. I mean, in the last half, Mike has a 50 support. So that means I think he blocked a lot for Nero. So they have a really good synergy together, and yeah.
You couldn't see Newcomb because you were playing D, but the blocking and the community, to me, it looked like they've been playing offense together for months. So,
and Newcomb, I think you've been a bit harsh on yourself. Obviously, you are the stats man, and you probably see your stats being lower. But I think that came from playing the button more. It's quite selfless play by yourself. Some people raise some eyebrows at some of your draft picks, picking Nero so early. Do you feel that performance there kind of justifies how you pick a team?
I mean, it's really good. I mean, Nero, I knew he was good and I wanted a good offensive player, so I picked him. Mike C was his, and then he picked all the offensive players that we picked. So he picked Mike C, who is, and they have a very good synergy together. I think he picked him because he was talking a lot, really, and good also in offense and in defense. So that's what he saw in him, and it looked like they played well together.
Panda, who was your ball of the match?
My ball of the match.
Yes. Putting you on the spot here. It's like Gary Neville on Sky Sports.
Yeah, I was going to say Baz, but Baz didn't impress. He did impress me. He didn't shock me. I knew Baz could play like that, so I'm probably going to go with Mike C for his support offense. Actually,
congrats to Mike C there for his ball of the match by Panda Newcomb. How much of a role do you think you and Baz playing again together kind of had on that game, and probably will do on this season?
Oh yeah, pretty good. I mean, we go well together. And my strategy in this game, I had picked Baz in my fantasy LTP, so I had to let him get all the returns nearly. But I mean, even I wasn't really good, even if I. So we know little each other, and it's helpful, I think.
Okay, well, we shall leave it there. Thank you very much, Newcomb, and congratulations for getting that victory, and commiserations to Evil, but thank you very much for joining us. I think we will wrap it up there. Thank you for everyone for joining us on the stream. Have you got stats? Is that what you're going to say?
I have the stats for, I could have the stats for the 2 games I played, or maybe for just, I can try to look at the stats if you want.
Why not, Newcomb? You always like to do the stats. You are the stats guy. We can talk some more shit for a minute. Yeah. It's fine.
Baz had 32 returns in 20 minutes.
Wow.
So, and also 1 cap. He had already 1 cap in the previous game, so 2 caps for a defender and a lot of returns. I think he might get top gasp this week. So for those who picked him as a floater, I think that was a good idea in fantasy LTP. Then I only got 20. I mean, I got 20, so that's good. Let's see.
Anything for the Ballern Munich team?
Yeah, let's see. Ballern Munich. Oh, in the first half, David one got the most whole time, and Corol got the third all time, but still they weren't able to cap more than once. So maybe a little bit too. It looks like they don't play campaign very well. I mean, if these stats, that's maybe
The
what we
stats
can
never
deduce
lie.
from the stats, because yeah, it looks like we cap fast. I mean, Baz capped. He has only 12 seconds of all time, and he still has one cap. So in the first half, so yeah, I mean, it looks like they didn't contain very well.
Would you agree with that assessment, Evil?
Yeah, I think we were struggling with our defensive blocks and offensive coordination when we had the flag. There were a lot of hiccups really there that didn't really go so well. So I think basically we had a lot of hold time, but we just... when I play offense, what I really like to do is get the flag, get the cap, and be done with it. And that didn't happen. I kind of hate running around with the flag because that means we're not getting caps. So I think that's a symptom of our problem right now.
Yeah, I had a little mistake. I didn't do 20 returns, but only 15, and I only got 20 seconds of prevent out of the 20 minutes.
Newcomb, that's really poor, and I think everyone in the stream will be very, very disappointed in you right now.
That's just because I mean I play a button and I never try to help Baz.
Any
deal with the
excuse,
offensive player.
any excuse.
So
any
only 20
excuse.
seconds of prevent. That's really impressive for a defender of having only 20 seconds of prevent.
Yeah, you did work that button very well. So now we've had the stats, I think we will leave it there. Let people get back to their lives, maybe a big hockey game. But yes, commiserations to Evil One, Coral, and the rest of the Ballern Munich team. Congratulations to Newcomb. Big thanks to Panda for joining me, and a massive thanks to Whatball for saving the shambolic stream for the second half. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.